Good morning. Good morning. I see people popping on and popping off, so I thought I would just kind of hang out here for a second. I've been wanting to do some Bible journaling on on our live Instagram. This is Corinne, by the way. I've been wanting to get on for a while, and I just have not been able to do it. Summer is here, and I don't know about you guys, but the chaos continues. Even though summer is here, it's just a whole new kind of chaos. So, anyway. Okay. So I'm going to be playing with some of our new stamps from the June release. And I'm going to be doing this page in Romans. This past year, I was very privileged to be a part of Bible Study Fellowship, and we went through the entire book of Romans. And it was just a phenomenal study. I love the book of Romans, and it was just really neat to just do such an in-depth study. But I'm trying to wrap up. I have just a couple pages left in my one journaling Bible that I'm trying to finish journaling in the book of Romans. And the last page, the last chapter is one of those pages. So I thought that I would do this page today. And what I have kind of gathered from this last chapter is how Paul needed lots of different people to help him complete his work, the ministry that he was doing. It wasn't just him. There were a lot of people involved. And so I thought it'd be cool to use the new brotherly love stamp set with the girl power stamp set to kind of illustrate that ministry is not just one person. It requires lots of different people coming together and serving together. So that is going to be my focus. Hey, Stephanie. So I'm going to stamp the word together on this page with the new, and actually I better put something underneath this page because I have a feeling that because it's so bulky, I'm going to have some issues with stamping. So anyway, this is our new outline script alpha that I'm going to be using at the moment to stamp the word together. And hopefully you guys can see this okay. I'm not sure if I'm totally in the screen here. So what's everyone else doing today? Thursday morning? My plans actually changed. I was supposed to meet a friend this morning for breakfast, and those plans changed. So I thought, well, I guess I'll use this time to do what I've been wanting to do. Yeah, this is a fun set. I like that you can pretty much stamp the word or stamp the letters connected. For the most part, it works really well that way. So we'll see how this turns out. And hopefully I can spell the word properly. Do you ever do that when you're on a live or see someone do that? They start get going and then spell something wrong. Oops. Yeah, I love that this set is an outline alpha because it's fun to be able to add color to the letters. And I am cleaning each of my stamps in between, so that's why it's taking me a little bit longer to stamp these out. Yes, it's fun. So I have no kids this week, basically most of this week. My one son is at camp this week, and my other son that just graduated flew back home to Pennsylvania. I say back home because that's where we're from, to Pennsylvania to see some of his friends graduate from his previous school. So after a very, very busy May, I'm having kind of a chill week this week in June. Hey, Maria. Good to see you. So how many of you have kids that, yes, exactly, free time. Whoop. How many of you have kids that are still in school? I know some of the schools up north are only now getting out. We've been out for, I don't know, probably close to 2 weeks now. But, or well, no, maybe not. A week and a half. Oh, okay. Today's the last day. Yeah, my sister and her kids up in Pennsylvania, they had their graduation last night. So I think yesterday was the last day for a lot of those kids. I'm still trying to get used to that. Down here in the South, we go to school, start school earlier and end school earlier, and it's just a little bit weird for me. Because I'm used to going to school into June. I'm used to my kids going to school into June. Almost done stamping this word out. Like I said, I'm cleaning my stamps between each one here, so that's why it's taking me a little while to get this stamped out. The alpha is actually from this company, from Sweet and Sassy Stamps. That's us. And I illustrated the alpha myself. So, and actually, let me see, I can pull, this is where you can get it. I do have I had written this down from a different live, but sweetandssassystamps.com is where the stamps are available. You're welcome. Thanks for asking. Okay. So that is the last letter. I didn't ink that up very well. I don't know if I can fix that or not. There we go. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I think I'm going to do together, and then is how the work gets done, or something like that. Because I'm thinking about the work of the ministry and how Paul, he didn't do it alone. His ministry was crucial and super important, and he did so much for the Lord, but he didn't do it by himself. He had a lot of people. So I've got all my people here. He had a lot of people who helped him in that ministry. And I love how in the, the end of Romans, he recognizes a lot of those people. And I think that's just really cool how God put that in the Bible to show us that even maybe the little things that these people did, they were important things. They were all very important parts. So we might feel like maybe we don't do very much in ministry. Maybe we feel like, oh, so-and-so does so much more. But our part that we play, we should be playing a part, but the part that we play is important. It helps the work get done. All right, so together, I think I'm going to use, this is our Bitty Mini set from last month's release, and I absolutely love this set. So fun, and it has all these little connector words, like little conjunctions down here. So I think that I will use these all together. Yeah, it is true. It is true. I think sometimes we feel like, we're not missed when we don't go to church. And, if we're doing our part, if we're serving the Lord, we're important. Our role is important. Even just praying for our missionaries and for our pastors and people in full-time service, that is a crucial role in their ministry. And we play a part in that. It's really cool to think about. All right, let me put this one away. Together, and then I think I'm going to spell the word out. So does anybody have any questions for me about Bible journaling or our stamps? While I have you here, sometimes the silence is a little bit deafening, especially because I'm basically talking to myself. Welcome to those who are just popping in. Okay, so together is how and I'm going to do work gets done. It kind of makes me think of the whole saying, it takes a village. Yes, the reason that I do put them all on one block when I'm doing like words that don't have to, or letters that don't have to connect. But with the words, like this word here, because it's a script font, if I put all the letters on the block together, because of the space, that's a really good question. Because of the space around the base of the stamp, the part that sticks to the block, you can't get them to touch. So in order to get the words, the scripty words to actually connect, you have to stamp each letter one at a time. But with like the word how, and then here I'll show you too with the word work, those I can put all on the block at one time because those don't have to connect. So that's a really good question. Okay, so we've got almost stamped the wrong thing. Work. I'm glad I read that. The work gets done, not the word. We're in the word. Okay. And I don't know if you guys can hear, but one of my cats is over here growling at the other one. So if you hear a little cat fight in the background, I might have to go save the day. Welcome to those who are just popping in. I'm doing a page in Romans, the end of Romans. I'm illustrating how Paul had a lot of people who came together and helped him get the work done. It wasn't just him by himself. The work of the ministry is everyone's work. Okay, so together is how the work gets done. Okay, so to keep spelling out these words. The ink that I'm using for this particular portion of stamping is archival ink. This is an acid-free permanent waterproof ink, so I like to use this especially when I'm using watercolors, which is probably what I'm going to do to add color to this page. And since it's waterproof, I can use my watercolors over it and it won't run or anything. So that is my preferred ink, pretty much in my Bible. Oops, I forgot the word S. See, I get easily distracted and then all right. Whoops. I'm losing stamps. Thank you. Great questions. I really appreciate the questions. These kinds of live videos are always a good time to ask those questions. Together is how the work gets done. And then let's see, how do I want to do, should I just use, I guess I'll just use this one. The cleaner that I'm using is also by Ranger. Ranger makes the ink pad and also makes this cleaner. It's bubblegum scented, which is, I just think makes me laugh. I think that's funny. So it smells good. But it's a water-based stamp cleaner, and this is really great for your clear stamps. I think you can use it on rubber stamps too. But I just spritz my stamps with the cleaner, and then I have this cool little brush that I got from Close to My Heart that cleans, it gets in and really cleans in the grooves and in the little, the little spots that are harder to get to. So that's what I use to clean my stamps. Okay. Hey there, welcome. Okay, so there we've got the words. Together is how the work gets done. And then I'm gonna add, the brush again. It's, can you see that? Close to My Heart is the company. Well, it's actually a direct sales company. It's kind of like Stampin' Up. They do like home classes and parties and things like that. So that might be why you'd never heard of it, but it's just the lid comes off and then it just has all these little tight bristles that you can, actually I just sprayed this, so I'll show you. And you just scrub, you spritz the stamp and then you just scrub and it cleans the ink off. Now with clear stamps, they do stain with a lot of times especially with black ink and red inks. A lot of times you will have staining, but that doesn't affect the integrity of the stamp or anything. It just shows that it's been used. Okay. So there is that. Okay. So are we all still, That's still good. I think the stamping part is done, so I'm going to move that out of the way. So together is how the work gets done. Now I think I want to add some color. What do you guys think? Color would be good, right? I'm going to use my Jane Davenport Brights watercolors. If y'all guys can all see that. This is what the front looks like. And you can tell that I use these quite a bit. I've got to get my water. And I think I will do, I'm just going to kind of add color in a sort of a messy way to this. And then I might go in and color over it to color in the letters. So I'm just going to add some color to the page first. And see how I can go right over that stamped ink and it doesn't run. I love that. I'm just going to make all kinds of colors on here, I think, because the people that I'm going to put on this page, I think they're wearing all different colors. So why not just make it a rainbow? I'm kind of just doing this in a random way. I'm not really, you know, you kind of do it as you go. I don't really think about the placement of the color necessarily. Just kind of sticking it on here. It's gonna almost look tie-dyed, I think, once it's all done. Let's see, what other colors am I using? Maybe some orange. It's not really getting orange though. I don't really have orange in this palette, so I kind of have to, whoops. I kind of have to make my own orange with mixing colors. And I'm not liking that, so we'll just go like this. That's the other cool thing about watercolors. You can kind of get rid of it as long as it's not dry. I'm gonna get out my other colors, my other watercolors, because I do have orange in here. So this is my Kuretake watercolors. And I do have an orange in here, so we'll do that instead. My water's getting kind of muddy. That's probably part of the problem too. There we go. There's a little bit of orange. Still kind of a brighter orange though. I might have to add some yellow to it. All right. I left this little spot open here, and so I think maybe I'll stick some green in there. All right. Hello. Okay, so I think we'll just leave that for now. I'm gonna dry this with the heat tool. I might go in and add a little bit more color because some of the colors got pretty muted. Although I don't know, maybe that's okay. It sort of gives it a softer look, I guess. Not so vivid or vibrant. It's still a little bit damp. But I think I want to come in with a little bit more purple. Just darken up the purple a little bit more. There we go. Maybe even the green up at the top. My water's getting too muddy, so now I've got a little bit of a weird, there we go, a weird color. Okay. Sometimes you just have to leave well enough alone, right? Anyone else ever do that? Just keep adding and you're like, okay, well, maybe not. Okay, maybe I'll keep going. Yeah, it got really, really bright and colorful. But I'm going to cover up some of the color, well, quite a bit of the color actually, once I add the people on here. But at least it gives me kind of a base background. I think that's pretty well dried now. Okay, so here are all my people that I have so far cut out. So now we get to figure out where they're gonna go. And these were stamped using our new Brotherly Love and Girl Power stamp sets. So they're just so much fun, and I really love them for Bible journaling. But you know, obviously for card making as well, they're great. So I think I'm just gonna put people kind of everywhere. Now it's the puzzle game, basically trying to figure out the placement of people. Like, where will everyone fit? I didn't really have any specific way that I wanted them to fit on here. I just want them to fit. These are stamped. So I stamped them on cardstock. And then I stamped them on cardstock, and then I cut them all out. So let's see, she's kind of shorter, so I can probably put her there. Yeah, stamped them on cardstock and then colored them and cut them out. Apparently my coffee has not kicked in today because I feel like I can't talk. Now you could stamp them on sticker paper, but I didn't. I like to use my Copic markers to color a lot of times, so now I'm just going to use, I have one of these really big adhesive tape gliders, so I'm just going to use that to put the adhesive on the backs of these and tape them down into my Bible. Oh, okay. Yeah, they were stamped on the cardstock. So they are a little bit sturdier. I do that too because I don't always know if I'm going to use it for cards or if I'm going to use it for Bible journaling. So sometimes I'll just start out on the cardstock. I'm just sticking glue. And I actually have a bunch of these guys came from the sheet that I had done the other day, where I just stamped, you can see I just stamped a whole bunch of the different guys on one sheet. And then I just cut out you know, certain ones that I was going to use. So. That way, if I have a whole bunch of the people all stamped out, they're ready to go when I want to do a page. So it works out nice. The clothing, it's all just part of the stamp set. Most of this stuff, now sometimes I'll draw. Is there a specific one that you're referring to? Oops, I forgot to add glue to this guy's head. Hang on. Stick him down. Like for this girl here, she's got flowers on her dress, and this girl also has flowers. The flower is in the stamp set. So like all the different collars. Now this one I drew. This one here with the little, kind of almost looks like she's wearing a halter top. I just drew in that, you know, just a couple of lines to get that. But the headband was included in the stamp set. Like this girl here, that neck is, that collar, that's included in the stamp set. And even for the guys, this like suit is part of the stamp set. The hats are part of the stamp set. So you can just pretty much build their outfits with the sets that you know, because they have a lot of those extra things in with them. So I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. Uh-oh. My girl fell on the floor. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I did do a video. If you want to see how to use the girls, I did a video and posted it on my YouTube channel to show you how you can do a lot of different things with the girls. And I'm actually hoping to do a video with the guys here soon as well, just to show you different combinations and how you can put them together. I did do a page of different guys that I shared, so you could kind of see what the different stamps, you know, how they can work together. But there are a lot of different options available to you within the stamp sets themselves. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's on the Sweet and Sassy Stamps YouTube channel. If you go to our profile, there should be a link tree with a link to the YouTube channel in there. But if it's not, I think it's in there, but if it's not in there, you can also find it by just going to YouTube and typing in Sweet and Sassy Stamps. Sweet and the letter N, Sassy Stamps. So, oh, cool. Yeah, stamps are fun if you can't draw, but they're also fun if you don't want to, you know, if you don't want to take the time. Sometimes drawing can be super time consuming. So, but here is, I think I might do, I don't know, I feel like I want to put one more guy in here, but I'm not sure. Maybe I don't have room. And maybe I will tuck this girl's hair, her big hair. She's got big hair like me behind there. I think I'll leave it because I might write something in there. So can you guys see that okay? Together is how the work gets done. Excuse me. All right, well, I think I'm not going to do a whole lot more to this, to be honest. I might just leave that. I haven't decided. Well, I don't know. Should I color in the letters? Maybe I should color in the letters. What do you guys think? color in the letters or just leave them. I mean, I could even color them in white with like a white paint pen so that they pop off the page more. What do you guys think? Make them colorful, make them white. I'm not sure. And then I think I'm just gonna write a little bit of something down here underneath. And actually what would have been cool too, if I would have been thinking, I could have even done these guys as a tip-in. Like kind of so that I could have written more underneath there, but that's okay. So we say white. All right, let's see if I can get my pen to work right. I have a Sharpie. It's a Sharpie paint pen. We actually have some of these in stock on the website if you want to try them. So I do like how they work. I think it's Sweet and Sassy Stamps. It should be Sweet and Sassy Stamps on YouTube, I think. I don't think it's under my name. It should have a banner, a Sweet and Sassy Stamps banner along the top. Yeah, this pen is working out pretty nicely. Okay, cool. Oh, I just saw your comment about just leaving them, leaving the letters. Well, we're doing white, so it won't be hopefully too crazy. I'm just gonna color them in white, and then that way it'll pop off the page a little bit. That looks cool. I might have to go over the letters a little bit with a pen where I'm kind of getting out of the lines. Okay, what do you think? That works together. Yeah, I definitely, once that dries, I think I'm going to go in with a pen and just fix some of those little, where I went over the lines. Yeah, and the cool thing too that I've found is, like, if I mess up or something with the, I don't know if mess up is the right word, but like maybe if I want these to be a different color and I already have color underneath, if I take that white paint pen and color them in, it's kind of like a clean slate, and I can add a color over top and it doesn't have like that weird discoloration from different colors being underneath it. So I've done that already too, where I wanted to maybe have the word be like a solid color or a different color from whatever I painted underneath. So, but I gotta wait until it dries. Well, actually I have this, so we'll just shoot it with some hot air and see if I have to. There we go. I think that dried it. It is a paint pen, so you do have to kind of let it dry. Now I'm just gonna take a pen and just fix the little spots where I went out of the lines. was mostly the T, I think, that had the worst spot. There we go. All right, so I think that's about it. And I'll just add a little bit. I wanted to just write a little something down here about Paul's ministry. And I don't know, I might add some washi and a tab or something, but that's pretty much the page. So thanks for joining me, you guys, and I hope you have an awesome day. If you want to check out our website and the new stamp sets, it's sweetandsassstamps.com. Sweet, the letter N, sassystamps.com. And I had this written from a previous video, but Brotherly Love is the new stamp set one of the new stamp sets that I used here. And I also used, this is Brotherly Love, if you wanted to see what it looks like. This is the set with all the different guys in it and all the little buildable things that you can get. And then I also used this set, which is called Script Outline Alpha, and that's how I stamped together, the word together. And then I also used from last month's release, this is our Bitty Mini Alpha. So I used some of the little words down here and then the alphabet to do the rest of the words. So those are the stamps. All right, well, you guys have an awesome day, and I will put this on our story so that you can, watch it from the beginning if you're just tuning in. And if you have any questions, you can always shoot us a message. Obviously, check us out on our website and on Facebook, and we'll catch you next time. Have an awesome day.